Five Nights at Freddy's World is probably the most underrated FNAF game ever made. However, it's safe to say that the roster is quite small considering just how many characters there are in FNAF as a whole. So, in this video, I'm going to be going over every character that's not in Five Nights at Freddy's World and discuss what their moveset could be. I'll be picking from the main attacks present in Five Nights at Freddy's World, but I may add my own unique attack concepts for certain characters. So, with that, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm personally thanking every subscriber at 100k, and let's get into the video. Starting with the characters that weren't included from the first 4 games, which there are only 3 of, we're going to start with Wither Golden Freddy. I think his moveset should be the following: Toxic Balloon, Spring Locks, and Haunting. Now for why I picked these 3, I picked Toxic Balloon because only one other character has it, and that's a Phantom. But I think Golden Freddy, who is a hallucination, should be in the running for this ability too. Plus, with the Golden Freddy is just gross. For why I picked Spring Locks and Haunting, well, it's a Spring Lock suit that's a hallucination. So I think it makes sense. Now we have our second character, which is Nightmare Endo. And for his moveset, I think that it should be Endo Army, Toxic Bite 2, and Mega Bite. This moveset would both fit the Endos from the base game and combines Toxic Bite 2 and Mega Bite, which are Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare attacks, respectively. Nightmare Mangle is the last of the characters from the first 4 games not included, and for their moveset, I decided to go with Hook 2, which would be a new variation of Hook, Hot Cheese 2, and Haunting, since Hot Cheese is a more foxy variant move, and Haunting because they are scary. And now we move on to the sister location characters, starting with Circus Baby. I think there should be more of a support character with healing being a focus since she is meant to be the helper of sister location. So for her moveset, I went with Gift Boxes, Birthday, and Happy Jam 2, which is a good combination of healer and buffer, making her a great support for the team. Funtime Freddy is my personal favourite from sister location, and for their moveset, I decided to go with Neon Wall, Power Song, and Armor Song, which would make Funtime Freddy more of a support character than anything else, which would be a cool way of viewing his character. Ballora is the last of the main 4 since Funtime Foxy is already in the game. For Ballora's moveset, I will give her our first unique ability called Mini Renas, which will basically be the Freddles but with Mini Rena models that fit her more. For her other 2 moves, I'm going to go with Mystery Box 2 and Party Favors, since I think having the sister location characters be more support roles could be a cool concept. Enid is definitely the most unique character in sister location. However, I know someone who loves Enid way more than anyone else, so I'm gonna let my friend talk about his moveset.
Enid is personally one of my favorite animatronics, and FNAF World is actually like my favorite FNAF game. So when asked to make a FNAF World moveset for him, I was super excited. So for my 3 moves, I went with Unscrew 2 due to him literally just being like a jumble of wires, so I felt like it was fitting, honestly. I went with Jump Scare, honestly just because I really like his jump scare, and it's a pretty decent move, I can't lie. And finally, I went with Rainy Day 2 due to it being one of my favorite moves, and it's honestly not too far off, I feel like. Now, okay, I know this is literally just Golden Freddy, but Unscrew 2 instead of Haunting, but like, just let me be. Okay. I still think it suits the randomness of Andrew, and I do think it's like a pretty decent overall kit. Well, honestly, that's like all I had to say, so thanks Jerakai for having me on, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Bonnet is a simple character, and for them, a simple moveset will help emphasize that. So I'm going to go with Balloons, Bite, and Happy Jam, since it's an overall decent moveset that isn't too powerful. Yendo is another Endo character, but one that has since been forgotten about, since who even likes Yendo? So let's make their moveset the following: Endo Army, Jump Scare, and Munchies. This will be a decent moveset, especially with the Endo Army, but nothing too special. Biddy Bab nearly didn't make it into the video, but I figured it was fair to add them. Their moves are Prize Ball, Rainy Day, and Toxic Bite, which is a simple but effective moveset that I think fits them well. Electro Bab is just a variation of Biddy Bab, so I'm just going to make them a slightly stronger version of them, with their moves being Prize Ball 2, Rainy Day 2, and Toxic Bite 2. So just a slightly stronger version of Biddy Bab. Lolbit is our last sister location character, and they are technically in Five Nights at Freddy's World as a shopkeeper. However, if Fredbear can be on the team too, then I think that Lolbit can be as well. So for their moveset, I want them to be similar to Funtime Foxy since they are basically a clone, but have a unique move that isn't stupidly powerful, but is really good. So for their moveset, I went with Cosmic Song, Gift Boxes, and Neon Wall 2, which would replace the Happy Jam 2 from Funtime Foxy, making Lolbit an overall better but similar character to Funtime Foxy. And now we're going to move on to the FNAF Pizzeria Simulator characters, which there are a lot more of, starting with Rockstar Freddy. Rockstar Freddy and the other Rockstars are basically the exact same as the original 4, but worse, so I figured we'll just give them similar but maybe slightly altered version of the original 4's moveset. So starting with Freddy, his moveset would be Mic Toss, Birthday, and Pizza Wheel 2. Nothing too crazy. Rockstar Bunny would be the same, with his moveset being Bite 2, Bash Jam, and Happy Jam 2. Again, just being a better version of Bonnie. Rockstar Chica's moves would be different since Chica's moves don't have levels, but we'll be giving her some unique moves, them being Cupcake 2, Regen Song 2, and Party Favors 2. So making Chica's moves have levels, and all the moves would act the same as they do in the base game, except they would be a lot better, making Rockstar Chica one of the best healers for a mid-game team. Rockstar Foxy would, again, be a slightly better version of FNAF 1 Foxy, and their moveset would be Hook, Jump Scare, and Hot Cheese 2. And with that, we have covered the 4 Rockstars and can move on to the more unique characters of Pizzeria Simulator, starting with a great character, Music Man.
Go! Music Man!
Music Man is one of the more unique characters in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, and for their moveset, I want to make it unique. So for his moves, it would be Power Song, Armor Song, and Speed Song. And for this moveset and why I chose it, well, I mean, it's Music Man, and the moves are songs. So, Helpy. Helpy is probably the most FNAF World related character, even though he was never in FNAF World. So I thought we could make him be a helper character since he is called Helpy. So his moves would be Birthday, Happy Jam 2, and Party Favors, which is a bunch of helpful buff moves and would fit his character a lot more. Trash and the gang are the goats of the franchise in my opinion, and honestly they are some of the most powerful characters ever to come out of Five Nights at Freddy's. So I figured we would match that in Five Nights at Freddy's World, making them the strongest characters. So their moveset would be Fourth Wall, Mega Virus, and Gift Boxes, since those are the best moves in my opinion. So yeah, they are overpowered, but whatever, it's my video. And because of that, I'm going to go and ask you guys to subscribe, because it's my video and I'm allowed to do that, don't judge. Happy Frog is the first of the mediocre melodies, and because of that, I want to give them mediocre movesets. See what I did there? So starting with Happy Frog, their moves would be Poppers, Prize Ball, and Happy Jam, since why not? Mr. Hippo is such a Yapatron, and unfortunately there isn't a move called Yapping that's Freddles with words. But I guess the moveset of Unscrew, Neon Wall, and Bad Pizza will suffice. Pig Patch is the one that everyone forgets about, so I'm going to give them a forgetful moveset, with Pizza Wheel, Hot Cheese, and Eye Beam, since they have the 2 different coloured eyes. So yeah. Ned Bear is the definition of we have Freddy Fazbear at home. And I don't know, I guess their moveset should be a combination of the main 2 Freddys, with Speed Song, Birthday, and Prize Ball. I know Prize Ball isn't a Freddy move, but Netbear isn't even a Freddy. Orville is the most expensive and probably the most dangerous of the mediocre melodies, killing you in like 10 seconds in Ultimate Custom Night. So let's give him a bunch of insta-kill moves, with his moveset being Unscrew 2, Water Hose 2, and Escape Key. Molten Freddy is the first of our 4 threats from Pizzeria Simulator, and personally, I don't like them very much. But anyways, for them, I think their moveset should be Sludge, Rainy Day, and Eye Beam, since he has that big red eye, and I don't know, the other moves just seem to fit him quite well. Scrap Trap is the definition of we have Spring Trap at home. That seems to be a lot of Pizzeria Simulator characters. Anyways, for their abilities, I think it should be Springlocks, Bad Pizza, and Gloom Song, since Springlocks is a Spring Trap ability, and the other 2 just fit him. Scrap Baby is, well, Scrap, so their moveset is a bit whack to compensate, with Hook, Munchies, and Mystery Box 2, since they have a hook in their hand, and I don't know, the other 2 fit. Lefty is definitely the most important of the main 4, and for that reason, I will make them the strongest, with Gift Boxes, Prize Ball 2, and Regen Song, since they are technically housing the puppet, so it makes sense. Candy Cadet is one of the FNAF characters of all time. However, I know someone who loves Candy Cadets, so take it away, Puggo.
Oh, yourself, Jerakai. So, Candy Cadet, obviously the best Five Nights at Freddy's character ever made, and FNAF World, obviously the best FNAF game ever made. So put those 2 together and you have one of the most beautiful looking FNAF characters ever, Adventure Candy Cadet. Ooh la la, it gives me some special feelings. Seeing Adventure Candy Cadet, and Jerakai told me that these characters with their movesets, they can only have moves in already existing FNAF game, the already existing FNAF World moves, which can be a little difficult just because Candy Cadet is such a a weird character. I mean, he doesn't even look like any of the other animatronics, but I came up with, I think, would be the best 3 and most accurate moves to Candy Cadet. So his first move that he would have is he would have cupcakes. These are the most similar to candy because obviously he produces candy, so having cupcake state heal the entire party just like the candy he gives you, it's like a sweet attack, I guess. That's the closest thing we could get to his candy dispenser. The next thing is we're going to incorporate the stories he tells into a FNAF World attack. When you get the stories from Candy Cadet, it's a really low chance. And I'm going to use the FNAF World attack that has the lowest chance of actually hitting, Slasher. Using Slasher is only a 1 in 10 chance, kind of like whenever you use your 10 test tokens in Pizzeria Simulator on Candy Cadet, you only has like a 1 in 10 chance of telling you a story or even a higher amount. So Slasher works as a perfect second move for Candy Cadet because it's just like his stories. And finally, his third move is he would have Mimic Ball, because Candy Cadet is always there where the Mimic is. I mean, he's literally in Ruin right where the Mimic is, and he was somehow in FNAF Help Wanted 2. Like, Steel just loves to keep using Candy Cadet. Candy Cadet seems to be following the Mimic around everywhere. Like, he shows up in literally every single game the Mimic has been in. Candy Cadet has also been in as well, which is really weird if you kind of think about it. So I think the third move Candy Cadet should have is Mimic Ball. And honestly, Candy Cadet is the best character ever. So Jerakai, again, please yourself. And thank you so much for having me in this video. Subscribe to me, subscribe to Puggo, subscribe to Puggo, subscribe to Puggo.
Anyways, so Cutie Puppet is our next character, and for them, I'm just going to make them a slightly stronger version of the puppet, with Escape Key, Mystery Box 2, and Prize Ball 2 for their moveset. Next up, we have Funtime Chica, who seems to be a support-based character since we made the other Funtimes that. So for them, I'm going to make their moveset the following: Happy Jam 2, Cosmic Song, and Armor Song. And with that wraps up our Pizzeria Sim characters. So let's move on to the 3 unique Help Wanted characters, starting with Grim Foxy. Grim Foxy is pretty much just the Jacko version of Foxy, like with Jacko, Chica, and Bonnie. So for their moveset, I figured we should have him fit in more of those characters, and keep in mind, you're going to see some more powerful moves pop up in this video. So anyways, Grim Foxy's moveset in my mind should be Jacko Bomb, Slasher, and Mayday 2, since it fits the Jacko vibe and it just suits him. Glitch Trap is the main villain of Help Wanted, and I have the perfect moveset for him. That being Mega Virus, Mimic Ball, and Haunting. Since he's a virus, he's mimicking, apparently, and he possesses people in future games. So, I don't know, deal with it. Dreadbear is one of the larger animatronics, even though he's now in baby form. So I'm going to give him the following moveset: Freddles, Rainy Day 2, and Megabyte. Since Freddles suits him since he's literally the largest Freddy, and Rainy Day and Megabyte just suit him a lot. But now that we have covered all the Help Wanted characters, let's move on now to the Security Breach gang, which there are quite a few of.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Shut your mouth!
So, for their moveset, I want to give them the following: Gift Boxes, Happy Jam 2, and Freddles, since Gift Boxes and Happy Jam 2 are great healing moves, and Freddles is the good attack that suits Freddy for obvious reasons. Glamlock Chica is fat. No, seriously, all she does is eat. So for her moveset, I think we should go with Cupcake, since that's a food item, Cosmic Song, because she plays the guitar, and Munchies, because of the way she shoves food down her throat, you'd think she's on some of the good stuff. Monty is the big boy of the main 4, and he has the claws and the teeth. So for his moveset, I think it should be Megabyte, Unscrew 2, and Power Song, just because I think it would fit him best. Roxanne Wolf is the whiny little bitch of the group, and for that, I'm going to give them this moveset: Bash Jam, Bite 2, and Gloom Balloon, because she's just so gloomy. Now, once you destroy the animatronics in Security Breach, they turn into the Shattereds, and starting with Shattered Chica, we have Munchies, Cupcake, and Prize Ball for her moveset, since it fits. Don't ask. Shattered Monty will have Bite 2, Unscrew, and Armor Song, just a slightly weaker version of Monty, and for our last Shattered being Shattered Roxy, I think she should be slightly stronger with Bite, Gloom Song, and Bad Pizza. Now, let's move on from the main crew and move on to the rest of the characters, starting with Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon are a goofy bunch, and they are the daycare attendant after all. So, for them, I'm going to give them the moveset of Hocus Pocus, Balloons, and Mystery Box 2, since I think it fits their personality the best. The Staff Bot is easily the scariest of the Security Breach characters, and for their moveset, I think that we should give them a simple moveset like Jump Scare, I-Beam, and Hot Cheese. Glamlock Endos are pretty much just Weeping Angels, and there's no move in FNAF World that fits them, so I don't know, Endo Army, Water Hose 2, and Speed Song. Yeah, sure. The Mini Music Man is just a cute little guy who is not going to have anything too special, so just going to give them Happy Jam, Speed Song, and Escape Key for their moveset. So yeah. Now DJ Music Man is an absolute beast of a character, being the largest character and an absolute unit. So for his moveset, I'm going to make him really strong. I'm going with 4th Wall, Happy Jam 2, and Cosmic Song, which is really powerful, but I think he deserves it. Just like our next character, he wasn't even in Security Breach, but 100% should have been. Glamrock Bonnie, who is a fan favorite. And for his moveset, I'm gonna give him the following: Balloons 2, Buzzsaw, and Neon Wall 2, which are all really powerful moves that I think just fit him well. Now, the blob is huge, and, well, a blob. So I'm gonna give him the blob moves that fit that. So, Sludge, Gloom Song, and Toxic Bite 2, since he's literally a trash pile that's apparently depressed. Vanny is technically not an animatronic, but neither is Springtrap, even though she is technically Springtrap. I don't even know anymore, FNAF lore's too confusing. Anyways, I think her moveset should be Mega Virus, Haunting, and Jump Scare, since she's a virus because Glitch Trap, Haunting because she makes your screen fuzzy, and Jump Scare because why not? Now speaking of Springtrap, Burn Trap is our last Security Breach character, and for them, I'm going to give them a similar moveset to Vanny, but replace one move. So we have Unscrew 2, Mega Virus, and Haunting. And now, let's move on to the Ruin characters, which I'm going to speed run through since 5 of them are the exact same characters that we just covered. So, Ruin Glamrock Freddy will have Jump Scare, Happy Jam, and Freddles, because Freddy. Ruin Monty will have Bite, Jump Scare, and Unscrew 2. Ruin Chica will have Munchies, Escape Key, and Bad Pizza, because Pizza. Pizza! And finally, Ruin Roxy will have Gloom Song, Mystery Box 2, and Sludge, because Depression. Eclipse is going to be a more powerful yet simple version of Sun and Moon, with a moveset of Mimic Ball, Water Hose, and Unscrew, because why not? And now we move on to Mexus, who is going to be similar to our last character, but way stronger with Mega Virus, Unscrew 2, and Water Hose 2, since he is a digital character. And for our last Ruin character, the Mimic, I'm going to hand it to one more of my friends, because I'm sick and my voice is dying. God fucking damn it. Why was I sick the day I wanted to record this?
Well, since Jerikai kidnapped me and I have no escape, today I would like to share my concept of potential FNAF World moves for the Mimic. Now, I feel like the Mimic would be a mix of a supportive and a combat character, as he's capable of beating a damaged Roxy and able to trick Cassie through their voice changing abilities. So for the Mimic's first move, it obviously has to be Mimic Ball. It's in the name of the move. It's definitely shown in games that he has the ability to do this and copy others, so this just makes sense. The next one also feels kind of obvious, being Indo Army. Indo Army just makes sense here, as both other Indos have this move as well. So maybe it would just be like Indo Army 2, and they just shoot faster, there's just more Indos. I think this makes sense because the Mimic is just a stronger and more advanced version of those said Indos. Lastly, I wanted to create my own move, as none of the other ones really made sense for the Mimic. It's called Indo Upgrade, and basically when the move is used, the party is given more max HP for a short amount of time. You also heal the amount of max HP that is increased. I like this concept, as the Mimic can adapt to any mascot costume in battle, so we just put the suits on, almost like armor. This ability would make other moves like Neon Wall better, as you have more HP that could be tanked and cut in half, leading to your team being able to tank stronger attacks like 4th Wall. Well, that's my concept for the Mimic. Thanks for having me, Jerikai.
And now we move on to our final character for this video today, which is the main villain from Into the Pit, that being Pit Bonnie, who I think should be powerful but balanced and not too strong. So I decided to go with the following moveset: Springlocks, Neon Wall 2, and Jump Scare, since I think it will fit their character the most. And there we are, all the missing characters and their moveset made into FNAF World. I didn't include the book characters or the AR characters since there's just too many of them, and this video was already pretty long. But if you want to see them, let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, I'm sick, I'm going, bye.